viral, brought to you by God Over Good. Welcome to episode 4, titled Hardship, Decisions, Weaknesses. 3 powerful clips, 1 clear purpose, to keep you inspired, focused, and fired up for the week ahead. Let's get into it. John Bevere, is hardship always your fault?
I would much rather be disciplined by listening to the Word of God than disciplined by being sick, weak, dying prematurely. Now, I want to say this. I've gone through terrible hardship in my life, and it wasn't because I was disobedient. It was because God was wanting to train me. David went through 12 years of hardship. It wasn't because of his character. It was because God said, I want to give you the character to be a great leader. It's called the wilderness, and the wilderness is hardship, but it's a hardship that prepares us.
Not every storm is punishment. Sometimes it's preparation. Hardship doesn't always mean failure. It may just mean formation. Let's keep going. Matt Carter, identifying your weaknesses early.
He looked at me and he said, Matt, the enemy is not in a hurry to take you out.
Yeah.
And he said, what he'll do, he said he doesn't typically take out young men. He said, what he'll do is he'll study you. And he'll wait until you're at the height of your influence, and he'll take you out. He said, what he will do, using a fishing illustration, he said, what he will do when you're young is he'll put little hooks in your mouth, hooks of lust, hooks of entitlement, hooks of love of money. He said, if you don't identify those, then they'll stay in your mouth, and they'll get festered, and then the right time, right place, he'll set that hook. And so you've got to get to a place where you identify what are those things that have the potential to take me out down the road, and you go to war with them right now.
You can't fix what you won't face. Spot your weaknesses now so they don't sabotage you later. This next one is real. Let's keep moving. Tim Ross, owning your decisions.
Let me tell you the type of people that don't own their decisions. The type of people that have played hopscotch with their character development. They've played hopscotch with their integrity. They never learned self-awareness. They never learned to call their own foul. They never learned to accept responsibility for their behavior. They never learned to kill their pride. They never learned to crush their own egos. They've never learned to swallow that statement and get done with the 8-hour shift and leave. They never learned that consistency is key. They never learned you can't quit after you've given your word that you was gonna finish something. They've never learned it. That's a flaw of the steps you take. You don't wake up one morning and just you're missing ownership of responsibility. No, you skipped some stuff. You blame shifted. You made it about everybody else. There are some people that are so unaware of their behavior that they believe if they leave 2 or 3 different places and still get to go to the next place and have success, that success means that the places they just left, something was wrong with those places and not them. When the truth of the matter is now you at the 4th or 5th place, you about to repeat the same thing you did at the other places. Because you moving on didn't develop your character. Actually, you ignoring what went on is why you have a lack of it.
Your life is shaped by your choices, not your excuses. Own it, all of it, because growth begins with responsibility. This is viral, where what the Lord is using to inspire us online becomes what we use strategically to focus on Him for our week. Come back next week for more.